All right, let's check out some more. Let's check out some more videos. Again, I said this in the beginning of the stream, right? I said it in the beginning, where all these videos are just showing me why men need to walk away. Men need to stop approaching. Men need to just let women suffer in their misery, right? Men just need to walk away. Focus on yourself, right? Focus on your own happiness. Focus on your own improvement, right? Focus on being the best version of yourself, right? The best mentally, physically, financially, right? Be the best version of yourself. Focus on yourself. Stop dealing with these Western ass women, right? These modern Western women. Go MGTOW, right? You focus on your hobbies. You focus on improving yourself, or get your passport, travel the world, experience the world. There are more women out there, right, than these miserable ass women. So
I'm literally having a mental breakdown, but I kind of just had this epiphany that maybe these women didn't meet like Mr. Right or the perfect man that just fell from the sky one day. Like, yeah, maybe the guy like treats them well, like treats them like a human, but I don't think these women actually like met like the most perfect man ever. I think a lot of women just accept bullshit and tolerate bullshit because it's tolerable. Like, they're not like asshole men, they're not abusive, but they're not great, like these great men, you know what I mean? So maybe that's why, like, when you feel like you can't meet someone, it's because you just have higher standards. Like, I think I'm onto something here.
yeah, you are the next member of Women's Misery Club. You are the next member of Women's Misery Club. I should make a fucking membership card for women, right? I should make a membership card. You know what? I'll maybe make merch, right? Right? You are the next member to Women's Misery Club. Join it. Like, if you're not a perfect man, she's settling for you. If you're not a perfect man, she's settling for your BS. If you're not perfect, you're not good enough. Women's standards are perfection, right? Yeah, you told me. Yeah, you said it. You said it, my brother. You said it. And that's the thing, right? Like I said, like, the more I hear women's idiotic rhetoric, right? Women's idiotic opinion pieces, the more I'm prescribing. Either go MGTOW or go passport, bro. That's the only choice for modern good men. That is the only choice for modern good men. Go MGTOW or go passport, bro. Because these fucking women are miserable. Now, I'm not saying that all women in the West are terrible. No. The problem is it's a growing poison. Okay? So why would I say that? Like, look at this, all right? This video, 97,000 likes. 97,000 likes. All right? 3,000 comments. 97,000 likes. It is a growing poison. Feminism is a growing poison. Selfishness is a growing poison. Ego, right? Narcissism, all growing poison in women. It's a growing poison. Being egotistical, being narcissistic, being selfish, it is a growing poison. Hunter, what's up? Women don't care if we go this or that. We weren't their choice anyway. Exactly. But this is a thing where I'm not saying what women care or not, right? Let women suffer from their consequences. What I care about is what men do, right? Because I've said this before. Nobody cares about men. Women don't, men don't. But fucking here, on this channel, I fucking care. On this channel, I fucking care, right? So I want men to be happy, be content, right? Have self-respect. Have self-love. All right? Don't deal with these women. I don't hate women. I'm not hating on women, right? I wish them luck. I wish these women luck, right? Go look for your perfect man. Go search for your perfect man, right? I hope your standards are fucking so high it reaches the fucking sky, right? I hope all women's standards in the West are so high it reached the fucking sky. I would never tell a woman, lower your standard. Lower your standard, sister, right? Girl power, no. I would never tell you to lower it. Have fucking high standards. I wish you the best of luck. But what I will say is for men, care about yourself. Respect yourself. Want to improve for yourself, right? Gain that self-respect. Gain that self-love. Be the best version for yourself. Either go MGTOW, right? Stop dealing with these women in the West. Focus on your own happiness, or passport, bro.
A masculine man needs to know when to come into his feminine to pull his girl out of the fit that she may be in. And a lot of the times what men do, period, is if a woman gets into a tiff, because we have to remember, masculinity keeps track. Oh, I've showed up every day. I told her I loved her yesterday, today, this morning. You think you're doing a good job. But that one time you didn't say, I love you on the phone, we're over here like, damn, does he love me? Like, and that's just a natural thing, by the way. People could say, well, she's insecure. You can say whatever you want to say. Why does a baby cry? Why does a dog howl? Why does the sun come up in the east and go down the west? It's just the way that it is. And we get to emotionally regulate that. But oftentimes, what do men do? Men say, well, why are you so upset? What did I do wrong? Don't you see that I did? Now you're trying to run off the track record, not realizing that femininity lives in the now. How do I feel right now? And if you can't come to say, oh, damn, baby, you know, you're right. I meant to say that I love you. I don't even, then she can come out of the fit and get away from the wrath and come back into flow of,
that's passive aggressive.
No, it's because we're looking at patterns. Why are we looking at patterns? Because we're checking for safety. We are always testing, am I safe here?
Whatever causes you to take the history of peace that I've given you from whatever time, right? Obviously, if I'm your man at this point, we've got at least 7, 8, 9 seasons of qualifications that made me a person that you could lead with. And because one spike or decrease in femininity makes you all of a sudden question your security, then maybe you didn't feel safe here.
No, that's
you
not
have
true.
You have your own work to do.
But
what I'm supposed to do as a man is be like, you know what, babe, I understand.
This is exactly why men and women fight, because you're going to logic and she naturally goes to emotion. What you're saying?
Do not allow women, right, to push you into emotion. Live fucking logically. Right? Do not condone, right, women pushing you into an emotional state. Do not. Right? Don't fucking cater to women's insanity. You are the fucking leader of your life. I'm not talking about what women do, right? Let her fucking do what she does. But you are the leader, the master of your own fucking life. Do not allow women, right, to push you into emotional states. Right? Be as much logical, be in a logical state as much as you can. Do not allow this fucking insanity into your life. It is bringing chaos. Live in your peace. Right? Live in your peace. You want to be fucking emotional? Go fuck with your girlfriends, right? Go talk to your girlfriends. You ain't bringing this shit around here, right?
Makes sense, okay?
Of course it does.
Everything that you're saying makes sense
Thank you.
logically,
Right.
but emotionally, it doesn't make sense. And even a regulated woman, because it is natural. Why does a dog bark? I don't know. Why does a woman feel the way that she feels? I don't know.
No.
It barks towards the talk, right? It's like, why do women feel the way they feel? It's because we allow it, right? We allow women to just be chaotic. We condone it, right? We cater to it. We pamper it.
My only problem, I understand the spike, and I understand that at some point she will get back to center and realize that she was safe. But what is my role other than offering a safe space for her to regulate her own feelings? I'm not going to come in here and pander to you on that day and be like, oh man, my girl. I'm more inclined.
Why can't you just love your person for who they and how they are?
No, because it takes a lot less energy and it causes a lot less confusion if you process your own emotion as you give it out or shortly thereafter.
When you say women live in the now, it's almost like saying, what have you done for me lately?
No,
this is
not that.
I don't think I've done.
I don't know. Year 3, season 2. Babe didn't text me, I love you back. I don't know if I'm safe.
If she feels because she's emotionally dysregulated based off of an action that happens because she's in the now, it's really fine to say, baby, I'm feeling a little insecure because you didn't slap my booty. Like, what's up?
So that's what I'm saying.
Now that's her opportunity. Now you have...
Yeah. Oh, baby, I feel insecure because you didn't smack my booty. Oh, baby, you're smacking my booty too much. You are sexualizing me, right? You are sexualizing me. You treat me like an object. You are, you are what? You are taking away my bodily autonomy. It's the fucking hypocrisy. It's the fucking delusion. Do not, right? Fucking deal with it. Women will put you, right, in insanity. Women will bring chaos into your fucking life. Be logical. Don't deal with that shit. No, bitch. No. I ain't falling for your insanity. This is the problem. Women will create highly chaotic situations. Oh, you didn't smack my booty today. Okay, fine. I'll smack your booty. You keep on smacking my booty. Right? You sexualizing me. You're taking away my bodily autonomy. Bitch, what the fuck do you want me to do? Do you want me to smack you or do you not? Right? Do you want me to be emotional or do you not? Stop with that bullshit. Do not deal with these highly chaotic women. These women that can't even regulate their own emotions, right? That don't even fucking know what to do. These women that are all over the place. No. Women like this love chaos. They love to create drama. Why the fuck do you think women predominantly watch, fucking reality shows? They love fucking drama. Do not fall for that shit.
The opportunity to meet her where she's at to pull her out of it. You know what happens? No, turn around right now. Let me slap that. Whatever that is. And
So
now
here
you fix
is
her.
the actual...
Yeah, that's bullshit.
So you can have full access to me in my body, but there's something wrong with me for asking to have full access to your pockets, knowing you don't have a bunch of money in your... So you can have full access to me in my body, but there's something wrong with me for asking...
Exactly. Stoicism is the only antidote to chaotic women. Fucking right. Do not let a woman, okay, get you out of your emotion. I've said this before. Stoic men are the most emotionally intelligent of men because these are men that are regulating their emotions, in control of their emotions, right? Men know that when you are highly emotional, you're irrational. You're out of control. Shit can fucking happen when you're overly emotional, whether it's whether it's extremely happy, extremely sad, extremely mad. This is the shit where men know that emotions are hard to control.
To have full access to your pockets, knowing you don't have a bunch of money in your pockets to begin with. And this is the crazy thing. Even when he is your man, he doesn't think you should be asking him for money. Sometimes even when he's your husband, he doesn't think you should be asking him for money. So if I can't ask you for money when we're dating, I can't ask you for money when we're in the relationship, I can't even ask you money from when we're married. At what point in time, since you value your pockets and your money so much, am I supposed to require something that's valuable to you to give to me when I've already been giving you something that's valuable to me? These niggas don't love you. These niggas don't even like you. And you're mad because the women are understanding that these niggas don't love or like you, and women are protecting themselves by either asking questions like, where's the money at? Or having higher standards so you don't be bothered. How are you the one pressing and begging somebody to give you their body, but getting salty because they ask you for money or they ask you to show that you like them or care about them because you had poor intentions to begin with? You didn't really like her. You just wanted her box. You just wanted something to bust on. And you're mad because she knows you don't like her and she defended herself. There's no way you care about women as people, but you're always looking for ways to take advantage of them. You're always looking for ways to extract anything that they have. And you're never willing to give because the women know that y'all don't like them and they don't deal with y'all because of it. And y'all don't change and become better people, but y'all get mad at the women who y'all pursue that y'all know y'all don't want to be with, y'all don't like, y'all don't want to have families with, you don't want to marry. And those women are saying, leave me alone. I don't want no parts. I don't want to be bothered. And now you're calling them all types of itches and hoes because they know that you don't like them. Y'all have zero intentions of giving to the women y'all deal with. That's why y'all get mad when the ones that you want either reject you or they require something else. They require for you to show that you care about them or you like them. You're mad because the women aren't easily manipulated anymore. You're mad because the women are not dying to get married anymore. You're mad because it's harder for you to get a consistent woman. You're mad because the old tactics aren't the new tactics. The old ways of getting a woman aren't the new ways of getting a woman. You're mad because the woman got smart. They got hip to the game. They are no longer allowing themselves to be used and abused because now you got to be a decent person and y'all don't want to be that. Y'all just want to be yourselves and y'all want to be able to get women easily like your grandfathers and your uncles and your dads told you could. That's not the era that you grew up in. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Women are asking y'all for money because y'all are asking them for sex. So if you can feel comfortable enough to ask me for sex, I should definitely feel comfortable enough to ask you for money. But y'all don't like that because y'all want to be in control and y'all want to dominate women. You don't want to love them. You don't want to be with them. You don't want to take care of them. You want to dominate them.
When you don't even value your body, you think men will value it? You give your body to every Pookie and Chad and Tyrone out there, and you expect men to value it. That's stupid. Right? Now, I said it. Leave them alone, right? Leave women alone. Now women only have the Chads and Pookies, the Tyrones to deal with. Don't deal with these fucking women. Don't. Okay? Oh, you're no longer used and abused? Okay, great. Great for you. But kind of funny that women still complain about being used and abused. Kind of funny. So what is it? Are women so smart now? Are women so smart now? Or are they still fucking stupid? I don't know. Sounds like they're still stupid. Right? Sounds like they're still dealing with shitty men. Where's your results? Where's the results of you dealing with higher quality men? I don't see it. I see that women are still dealing with shitty men. So show me the results. That's all I care about, right? If you are dealing with top tier men, high quality men that want to commit to you, that want to put a ring on that finger, I stand corrected. But seems like women are still dealing with shitty men. So what is it? Have you gotten smarter or are you still stupid? I really want to know.
What's really scary, it's the fact that there's men out there who will have a whole different personality around you, act a certain way just to gain access to you and use you for their own benefit. And that is what's really scary. That is what's really... And I do hate how men are always like, well, you're choosing the wrong man. It's really a skill issue, this, that, the third. When there are men who literally pretend to be something they are not to gain access to you. I don't think a lot of men realize that there are men like that that exist. Do y'all know that there are men like that that exist? Why do they exist to do things like that? And I do have homeboys, and I had homeboys in the past. I've had a homeboy who literally showed me the ways that he thought and how he manipulated women. Like, I saw it. So it made me, like, literally, I was like, this is so scary. And really was because it stemmed from him being hurt. So, like, the way that he would try to fill that void was by hurting women back. It's just nuts to think, like, I hate how men are always like, well, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's like, how is it our fault when there are literal predators that walk among us? Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm supposed to be genuine, nice, and caring, all these things while also being, like, have my guard up, also being super smart and, like, a cold-hearted bitch at the same time? Like, pick one. Because it's really fucking nuts how people will lust over you and then be something that they're not to gain fucking access to or to keep you around. People will keep you in their life to literally suck the life and energy out of you. It's nuts. What's really scary.
You know why it is your fault? Because one, right, the last video, she said women are smart, right? Doesn't seem like it, right? It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like women are that smart. But why it's your fault? Because at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, you cannot change others, right? The only thing you can affect is yourself. I've said this before, okay? I could blame my ex, right? I could blame my ex for fucking up my life. I could say that she was a terrible person. I could say a whole lot of shit. at the end of the day, what is that for? I 100% believe in accountability. I fucked up. I chose her, right? I chose her. I choose to ignore red flags. I choose to ignore my gut. I choose, right? I choose to ignore, okay, things that I shouldn't have ignored. It is my fault, not hers. I don't blame my ex because here's the thing. How does that help? How does that improve yourself when you blame others, when you make excuses, when you do not take accountability? Because again, at the end of the day, only thing you can control is yourself. That is it. If I can impart anything on other men, right? If I could impart anything on any other men, is that at the end of the day, fuck it, right? Focus on yourself because that's the only thing you can control. Learn accountability. Learn self-reflection because honestly, you blaming others, how does that self-improve you? Right? So for me, knowing that, you know what, I take fucking 100% onus on my fuck up, that I chose a woman that I shouldn't have chosen, then I can learn that, you know what, that was a red flag I ignored. That was a red flag I ignored. That was a red flag I ignored. Right? That helps me. That improves me. But when you, right, put the blame on other people, you will ignore that, oh, you know what, you will probably make the same mistake again and again and again. Then you will be the bitch that's coming on here and saying all men are cheaters, all men are liars, all men are this, all men are that. This is why I said I do not hate on women. You may think differently, you may think I am, but I'm not. I hold them accountable for the fucking shit they say, right? But I don't hate on them, okay? I don't hate on women. This is the point where you need to learn what you did wrong. Fuck what other people did. It doesn't matter. It doesn't improve yourself. You will be a forever victim if you think like this. Here's a woman that lacked vetting skills. She couldn't pick correctly. This is the thing where if you listen to women actually talk, explain shit out, I guarantee you she picked the Chad. She picked the Tyrone. She picked the Pookie. You should have fucking known this man would have been a liar. But because you make excuses like this shit, you don't know. You wouldn't know. You couldn't discern correctly. And this is a fault. I will not be a fucking victim, right? I will not be a victim. I promote all men. Do not be victims, right?
Somebody said the truth is I'm single because I don't want to have sex. And when I tell y'all, like, I do not want to be touched. Like, everyone just wants to touch me. Like, I am so cool. Like, I don't even remember the last time I even, like, craved a hug from somebody, from my man. Like, it never gave that. Like, I don't know. Once you really close up shop... once you really close up shop, like, you will never really reopen. Like, this might just be my little life of mine. Like, I don't want to be touched. I don't want to have freaky happy time. Like, I don't want any of that. Like, I don't like that. Like, I don't know. Like, it just, thinking about it makes me feel so uncomfortable. And I know I'm dragging it, but when you really sit there and think about it, like, a man's presence in my freaking seat right now, like, so what you trying to do? Nothing. Like, actually get out. Like, please, you're scaring me. Like, everything about a man just scares me right now. Like, I don't want nothing. Like, I don't want anything from them. I don't want a conversation out of them. I really don't want them to look my way. Like, I've been feeling this for the last, like, for months now. Like, really. And it's just escalated into, like it was like a soft dislike. Now it's like a hatred. And I can't tell nobody that. So, like, anytime someone comes up to me, I'll be like, okay, I'm fine. Like, I'm healing. I am been healed. I have been healed, y'all. I just don't want to, like, say, oh, please get away. I don't want to be touched. Somebody said the truth is
144,000 likes. 144,000 likes. Over 3,000 comments. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Right? I believe, right? The men that are watching this, I believe the men that are watching this are good men. Personal opinion, right? I believe the men that are watching this are good men. They are respectful, loving, good men. Okay? Leave them alone. Don't deal with these women. Let these women live in their misery. I wish you the best, right? I wish you the best of luck, right? You don't want men anymore? Cool, right? I wish you the best of luck. Stay single, right? Don't deal with men. Decenter men. I wish you the best of luck. This is why I promote. Raymond, what's up, my brother? Women really don't like sex. I don't think so, right? Out of both genders, it's usually women that create sexless relationships. This is, again, why I stopped dealing with Western women. Stop dealing with Western women. Stop listening to their bullshit. Stop. I wish you luck. I wish you luck in your misery. Yo, Artie, what's up, my brother? What's up? Stay away from these women. I wish them luck. Goodbye. Right? Because us good men, focus on ourselves, love ourselves, respect ourselves, focus on being the best version of ourselves, focus on being the best physically, the best mentally, the best financially, right? Focus on the best version of yourself. And then either go MGTOW, right? Go your own way, focus on your hobbies, focus on your likes, focus on your life, or go passport, bro. Explore the world. That's how it is. You're allergic to them. I'm getting there too. I am getting there too. This is why I said this. Leave these women alone. Leave these women to the pookies.
Seeing this, it is meant to find you. Only baddies will see this, and I'm convinced that baddies watch these videos. If you aren't following me and you're a baddie, I don't know what you're doing, because that's what we are here. Anyway, if you get fumbled by someone who is not on your level, less than you, it's because they can't hold a baddie down. They know they can't bag a baddie. I have seen this happen to so many of my friends. It is actually crazy. They are the most gorgeous, unbelievable baddie. You'd see them and think it. You'd see them on the street. Yet, go out with weasels and the weasels can't hold them down because they know deep down that they're not good enough. So maybe the person that's ghosting you isn't for you. You're a baddie and know that they can't handle it. If they were for you, would be treating you like the baddie that you are. Convinced they're gonna fumble the fuck out of a baddie that they know subconsciously they can't handle. It is self-sabotage. Speaking from experience as well. Seeing this, it is meant to find you. Only baddies will see this.
This is the validation that women do online. This is why women are creating other single women. Baddie cringe. What's up, coffee? Exactly. This is the problem. Like, oh, you're a 10. You're a goddess. You're perfect. You're queen. This is the fucking narcissism women are trying to push out. Right? You're a baddie. Right? You go, girl. You're a queen. You're a 10. This is the insanity. Women are trying to create, right, other delusional, narcissistic, egotistical women. Right? So now you have a misery club filled with narcissistic, egotistical, miserable women. Right? Misery loves company. So, you know, here's a baddies club that women are trying to create. Go for it. I wish you the best of luck. Right? Of course, you're such an amazing woman. That's why these men don't want you. No, it's not because, you know, you have a shitty personality. It's not like you're egotistical. It's not like you're narcissistic. It's not like you have unrealistic standards. No, because you're a baddie. You're too good for him. Yeah. Fucking whatever. I wonder, DA, what does when they say date on your level mean to you? I'm just curious. What do you think? What does date on your level means is date in your delusional level, right? Because here's the thing. Imagine these women saying, I'm a 10. So date on your level. So you're now only dating perfect men because you think you're perfect, while any man that's below you, not on your level. Yeah. Fuck that shit.
I think every man should get off Instagram. I think that it's an app for the girls, and I think that men...
Yo, Coffee said it, right? Nobody hates happy women more than other women. Fucking right. Right? Women need other women to be miserable. Okay? Women need other women to be miserable, especially single women. How do you think can they promote and continue the happily single propaganda? How? Because they need you to be miserable, that you need to stay single so you can join the fucking club. Right? That's how.
And ruin it. Especially when you're dating a man that's chronically... I think every man should get off Instagram. I think that it's an app for the girls, and I think that men ruin it. Especially when you're dating a man that's chronically online on Instagram. Why are you doing all that? How do you know to mute my story so you don't see it? How do you clock when I don't like your pictures? Like, let's make better use of your time. Maybe go like read a book. And I'm not saying if you're online, you're not reading, but if you had time to check to see if I liked your Instagram post, you have time to read a chapter of a book. Or maybe go outside and touch some grass, because that's insane. I think for the sake of relationships, it's either one person has to be offline for it to work. I don't know. We just are living in a hookup age and culture where people just think that liking stories and liking posts is like a really true sign of intimacy. And it's all fake. It's all fake. If a man is sliding into your DMs, he is also sliding into 7 other people's DMs. How do I know that? Because I do that. Anyways, I think every man...
That's the insanity right there. All right? I mean, this is what women want to peddle. All right? This is what women want to peddle. What's good for me shouldn't be good for you. Right? What I want for myself, you cannot have. All right? I mean, it is okay for me to be online. It's not okay for you. You need to go read a book. I don't have to. You need to touch grass. I don't need to. Bitch, who are you to say anything? All right? Who are you to tell men what to do? This is it. This is the thing what women got to do. I got to tell you what to do. You need to listen to me. The narcissism, the ego. Leave these women alone. The California accent.
Have y'all seen that thread on Twitter of men showing receipts, basically of women like begging them for money? When I tell you, I've been dying laughing at that thread for like days now. I can't believe it, but I'm actually on the man's side when it comes to this, because the way that some of these women are begging men for money, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a pick me, and I totally feel like a man should be paying for a lot of things. But asking a man for money and you've only known him for 2 days is just, it's wicked. Really hurting my heart, y'all. I'm hoping that majority of those women actually hate those men and they just want them to stop texting them. Because if there's a man that you don't want him around and he refuses to leave you alone, I'm telling you, the quickest way to get rid of him is to ask him for some money. I promise you. It works every time like a charm, okay? Ask that man for some money. Now, if he's annoying and won't go away and you ask him for some money and he send it and he still don't go away, then you got another problem on your hands, and I'm gonna say that ain't really a problem. I have the hardest time asking a man for something. Like, I would rather you just do as opposed to me having to ask. But it's females out here really asking men, like, I'm talking about not even saying good morning first, just straight out, like, I need this. Like, as a woman that takes care of the majority of all of her own responsibilities, I don't really want to have to ask you for this, and that. Like, I would rather you, after observation, like, see how I live and then just add to that. Am I crazy? Maybe I need to get out here and start dry begging, asking for $50.
It's kind of wrong to show receipts. Ain't gonna do that, but it's kind of funny, you know. You know what? I don't mind. It's great that men are showing receipts, but this is a thing where at the end of the day, we all know. We all know these women dry beg. We all know these women are begging for money. Now, I support women, you know, go for it. You know what? I hope more women would ask men for money to weed out the simps and the men that have self-respect, right? So you don't want to deal with a woman that's asking for money? Walk away, right? I'm a big supporter of women just asking men for money, because I'm walking away from it, right? You want to ask me for money? I'm good. I'm good. I don't really know you. I ain't sending you money. So I'm good. That's my thing. You know, I ain't dealing with women that are asking men they barely know for money. Because here's the thing. I'm not a man who's begging women for her body when I barely know her. That's me. Right? I literally have rejected women because they want to have sex the first night. I'm weird, right? I'm a weird man. I'm sorry. I'd rather get to know someone. You know, so that's my basis. I don't promote that for all men because, you know, we all know, you know, a lot of men want sex. Me, sex is great. I love sex, but I don't really like one night stands. It's not my thing, right? One night stands, emotionless sex. It really is not my thing. I've done it in the past and it's really not been that enjoyable, right? Me personally, the most enjoyable sex I had is someone that I deeply love, right? I'm a weirdo. So I admit that, but that's me. So whatever. Demisexual.
Friends on this, friends on that. Why do we never talk about the fact that for the other person, they were genuinely looking for a friend and instead you have romantic feelings for them? Because as someone who's usually on the other end, like I'll meet someone and I think they're a really cool person and I really vibe with them as a friend. And I'm so excited to become friends with them because I think they're
what link?
A really interesting and fun person. And then as we start talking a little bit more and just hanging out with each other, I'm like, wait a minute. And then it's this like weird middle ground where I'm trying to figure out like, oh, are they interested in that way? And like, oh my God, like if they are, like, how do I communicate to them that I'm not interested in that way? And then it's also like a little sad because it's like,
oh, no. All right, we do panels on Wednesday, right? Wednesdays. I don't usually do panels on, you know, no, not on Monday. Right? I would do panels on a Wednesday, right? So watch out for Wednesday stream.
oh, what if I tell them that I'm not interested in them in a romantic way and then they don't want to be friends with me anymore? Like,
oh, but guys, right? If you guys want to join, right? You know, I do a panel on Wednesdays, right? So Wednesdays live streams, I do panels. So please check it out, right? On my main channel, right? My main channel, Devil's Advocate, right? The link to my main channel is in the description. If you guys are watching on my my second channel, right? Devil's Avocado. So I welcome anybody who wants to join, right? If you guys want to react to videos along with me, all right? Please join the live stream on Wednesdays. So Wednesdays live stream, I have a panel show. So please check it out.
That's just something I have to accept. But it's like, if you're disappointed that you're in the friend zone, like I'm also disappointed that you.
This is the thing where coffee says it, right? It's not never going to happen. But here's the thing where I find it kind of ridiculous. Okay. So imagine this. This is how men think. So if I think you're good looking, well, I think you're cute, I think you're attractive, and I like your personality, why wouldn't I want to date you? Why wouldn't I want to date you? Right? Why wouldn't I want to date you? I already think you're attractive, and I like your personality on top of that. So why wouldn't I want to date you? It is a logical thought process. For women, the problem is women find most men unattractive, right? Women find most men unattractive. So even though they like your personality, they don't like how you look. They don't find you attractive. That is the insanity of women. No problem, my brother. Have a good live, right? Have a good live. Let me. Because she's a Western woman. Exactly. Me personally, right? Me personally, I think it's rare for men and women to be friends. I think it's rare. The only way it could happen is that both parties do not find each other attractive. That's the only way, in my opinion, right? Both parties do not find each other attractive.
Are not entirely interested in being friends with me. Also, like, I love my friends. I adore my friends. And so it's not like some conciliatory prize. Like, my friendship isn't some kind of conciliatory prize of me not wanting to be romantically, like, in a relationship with you. I genuinely think it's so precious to be able to be friends with you, and I really want to be, and you don't. Friends on this, friends.
But this is the insanity, right? This is the insanity with a lot of women. Women constantly said, "Oh, I want my boyfriend to be friends, right? I want to build a friendship with my boyfriend." Bitch, you have men in your friend zone. Exactly. I agree. Trent, I agree. It has to be beneficial for both, right? So, but that's the thing where, you know, a lot of these women don't really see it and understand that.
I need you making more money. I need you taller. I need you more muscular. I need you more charismatic. I need you more interesting, more multifaceted. I want you to be Tupac with a PhD. While simultaneously, we're seeing women being allowed or being championed for mediocrity.
In what ways? Talk to me.
You're beautiful at any size. It wasn't that you had a bad attitude, it's that they were too small. It wasn't that you were intolerable, you were unbearable. He just wasn't man enough. Right? So at the very same time, it seems like, especially in our community, our women are being encouraged to be less and be celebrated for being less. Steadily, consistently becoming less, while the men are being discriminated against for not being superhuman.
What are your thoughts? Comment below.
This is a thing where women push men to be better. Women want men to be better. Women want men to be almost perfect. While women don't understand that, what are men getting, right? Men are either getting women older. Men are either getting women with kids, with high body counts, with more attitude, with terrible personalities. What are men getting? It's like women have higher expectations, lower value, right? That is the insanity. So it is insane. We go back to all the videos I'm saying. It is insane to say, oh, having a boyfriend is embarrassing. Yet, is it great to have a modern day girlfriend? Right? All these Western girlfriends, you think it's that great to have them? All pretty much what women are best for is their body. That's it. Women complain about cooking and cleaning. Women complain about childcare. So what are fucking men getting? Right? Women do not want to take up the responsibility of childcare, of domestic work. Right? They barely want to take up the responsibility of providing. So women expect men to still provide. Women also expect men to contribute to the household, contribute to the childcare. Right? And then what are men getting? What are men getting? Right? Fully provide, half of housework, half of childcare. You give him attitude. You create sexless relationships, sexless marriages. No, men, it's like men are accepting the bare minimum. Men are settling. But because men are desperate, that is why men accept whatever. And this is why I promote men have self-respect, have self-love, right? Be the best version of yourself. If you are happy with your life, if you are content with your life, you will not allow a woman to come in and fuck it up. All right? If you are happy with your life, if you're content with your life, if you are on your journey to be the best version of yourself, you will not allow a woman to come in and fuck your life up. Please have some self-respect. Please have some self-love. All right?